Hey guys, welcome back to another video on PS4 Linux. This is Noob404 and today in this video I'm going to show you how you could multi-boot PS4 Linux distros off a single USB drive. So at this particular point of time we have a multitude of distros to choose from. I guess there are more than 20 distros which you can find in the download section of my website ps4linux.com. Okay, so with a multitude of distros available, I'm sure that many of you are confused about which distro to choose, which distro to make your daily driver, right? Well, let's allay that concern of yours, because after watching this video, you would have the option of booting multiple distros from the same USB drive. So multi-booting distros from the same USB drive has multiple advantages, as you can think of. The most obvious of which is obviously trying multiple distros at the same time, and also you could make comparisons. For example, you could check the performance of a single game on multiple distros while having it installed on the same USB drive. You won't have to go through the hassle of reinstalling a new distro when it comes out, because following this tutorial you can multi-boot them. Okay, so let us not waste our time and let us get straight to the tutorial. Okay, as usual, we will begin with the requirements. First of all, you're obviously going to need a jailbreakable PS4, currently 9.00. But as you all know, thanks to the work by the Flow Zero, we have a good exploit coming for 9.03 and 9.04. But as of today, you will require a jailbreakable PS4, that is a PS4 running the firmware 9.0. Okay. And second of all, you're going to require a desktop running Linux. It could be a virtual machine too. It doesn't matter. You could choose a virtual machine or actually a full-fledged Linux installation. And I recommend an Ubuntu or Ubuntu based distro. For example, in this case, I'm going to be using Lubuntu. You could also use the other flavors of Ubuntu like Kubuntu or even Pop OS, which is based on Ubuntu. You have to use an Ubuntu based distro for this tutorial because I have seen that using Fedora or Arch based distros, some PS4 Linux distros might have trouble booting. And that is why I recommend that you use an Ubuntu based distro for setting up the installation part of the multi-boot process. Okay, that is what I'm going to show you in this video. So pay attention. So that was the second requirement. And the third requirement is an USB drive. The storage capacity of the USB drive depends on your requirements, but since we are going to be multi-booting, I would say go for a 120 or a 240 GB SSD. And I specifically recommend an SSD because an SSD is much faster when it comes to running PS4 Linux or for general purposes too. Okay, and we come to the fourth requirement, which is a piece of software, gparted. Now the process that we're going to follow here is pretty damn similar to what we have done in the past. Specifically, I'm talking about the video in which I showed you how you could install PS4 Linux distros on a USB drive using your Linux machine instead of doing it on the PS4. I do have the link to that video in the description. So the process is pretty similar, but there are a few significant changes that have to be made to adapt it to multi-boot process. Okay, so that was the fourth requirement, and now we come to the fifth requirement, which is all the files right here. So first of all, you're going to need a custom initramfs that I have prepared for the multi-boot process. I'm going to leave a link for that in the description. Then we come to the kernel, that is a BZ image. This will depend on your PS4 model. I do have the clear instructions on finding your PS4 model and at the same time using the perfect or the appropriate kernel for your PS4 model. All these instructions have been given on my website, that is ps4linux.com. Precisely talking, it's in the AIO documentation part of this website. I'll leave a link to that too in the description. You could go through that and choose your appropriate kernel. And then we're going to need the distros that we plan to boot from. So for this particular multi-boot process, you will need to have the tar.exe format of these distros. In this tutorial, we are going to be multi-booting Nobara 36, Pop OS and Windsap OS off a single USB drive. And that brings me to a limitation of this process. See, currently PS4 Linux can only be booted from an MBR drive. GPT drive is not supported, and MBR drive comes with an inbuilt limitation. That is, you can only have 4 primary partitions on an MBR drive. And that is why, while I technically say it is a multi-boot guide, you can only have 3 distros running off a single drive at this moment of time. But in the future, if somebody figures out a way to boot off of GPT drives, then our horizon would be expanded and I will make necessary changes to make sure that you're able to boot any number of distros. But for now, you can only boot 3 distros at the same time. Okay. So that being said, those were all the requirements. That is the major requirements for this process. Now we're going to jump straight into the process. Okay. So this is Lubuntu, as I've already said, and I've already installed gparted on this system. If you don't know how to install gparted for your system, you could go to the installation command database I have on my website. I will also leave a link to that in the description. You could go check that out. But if you are on an Ubuntu based distro, all you have to do is open a terminal and then type sudo space apt space install space gparted and then press enter. It will install gparted for you. I've already installed it on my system. So it is now time to get started with the process. Okay. Now let's start gparted. For that, you will have to open a terminal and type sudo space gparted, then press enter. In the meantime, make sure that you have already plugged in the USB drive that you are planning to use for this process. That is a USB drive on which we will be installing the multiple distros. Okay. So gparted has already opened up for me. And now I'm going to go to the device selection menu and choose my SSD, which is 180 GB. And this is my SSD. Make sure that you're properly choosing this. This can be confirmed by looking at the size, which is given to the right side of it. So this is my SSD, which is 180 GB. I'm going to click on it. And as you can see, I already have an existing partition on this. We're going to clear all of that. To delete that, all you have to do is right click on this particular partition and then click delete. If the delete option is blurred for you, make sure that you have unmounted it. There would be an option to unmount right here. Once you have unmounted it, this delete option becomes available. Just click on it and delete. And then I'm going to press the green tick here and then apply and then close it. And then I'm going to go to this device menu and then click on create partition table. Make sure that MS-DOS is selected, nothing else. MS-DOS should be selected. Okay. And then press apply. And now we have an MBR drive on which we can set up the partitions. Now, as I've already said, I'm planning to boot 3 distros. That is a maximum which is available right now, 3 distros in this process. So I will have to make 4 partitions. The first partition would be a FAT32 partition and the rest 3 would be ext4 partitions for the separate distros. Okay. So keeping that in mind, I'm going to press on this icon right here and then I'm going to change ext4 to FAT32 and then I'll make sure that the new size is set to 50. Okay, and then click on add. This would add our FAT32 partition, which will hold our initramfs image and the kernel image. And next we are going to add the partitions for multi-booting. Okay, so to add the first partition, again I'm going to click on this icon and then for the label I'm going to add PS4 Linux 1. Okay, you'll have to label it properly. That is, the first partition should be PS4 Linux 1. Okay, and the file system should be ext4. And now we come to the new size. Okay, so I have a 180 GB hard drive. It would be safe for me to equally divide the space for these 3 distros. So each distro gets 60 GB, but it depends on you how much space you want to give each distro. You could give 100 GB to the first distro and 20 GB or 60 GB, whatever, to the second and third distros respectively, or you could equally divide them. I'm going to equally divide them. So I'm going to be needing around 60 GB of space for the first partition, that is PS4 Linux 1. So I'm going to add 60,000 to this new size. 60,000 is roughly 60 GB and I'm going to click on add. And then we have unallocated space. I'm going to go again to this and this time I'm going to label it PS4 Linux 2 and the file system should be same, ext4. And then I'm going to give it 60 GB, that is should be around 60,000 MB, and then press on add. Now we have around 50 GB space left. I'm going to click on this icon again and this time I'm going to label it PS4 Linux 3 and the file system should be ext4 and the rest of the space goes to the third partition. I'm going to click on add. When you're satisfied with all the changes, all you have to do is click on this green tick again and then click on apply. This will prepare the partitions for us. Okay. It's done. I'm going to close it. I'm going to close it right here. Okay. So now comes the installation part. At this point, you'll have to decide what distros go where. Okay. We have 3 partitions, PS4 Linux 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So for this tutorial, I'm going to make sure that Nobara 36 goes into PS4 Linux 1, Pop OS goes into PS4 Linux 2, and WineSap OS goes into PS4 Linux 3. Let us see how you could install these distros to their particular destinations. Okay. To do that, I'm going to go to the file manager and first of all, I'm going to mount the PS4 Linux 1 partition. To mount it, all you have to do is click on it. It's mounted. Now I'm going to open a terminal and now it's time to install Nobara 36 to PS4 Linux 1. To do that, I'm going to type sudo space tar space -xvj, that is capital J, pf, small p and f, and then I'm going to go and copy the link to this particular file, that is by right clicking and copy, and I'm going to paste it right here. We don't need this portion, that is the file and stuff portion. We need it from /home, and then I'm going to go back to the end of this or command and then give a space hyphen capital C and then a space, and then I'm going to copy the link to the destination, that is PS4 Linux one. I'm going to right click here, copy the path, right click here, paste it, and then press enter. And you'll have to provide the password, and as you can see, it is installing the first distro, that is Nobara to PS4 Linux one. This could take some time. Let's wait for it. And as you can see, the process is completed. We have installed our first distro, that is Nobara to PS4 Linux 1. Now it is time to install the second distro. So I'm going to mount the second partition, that is PS4 Linux 2, by clicking on it. And then I'm going to run the same command again, but this time I'm going to choose the pop OS and the destination will be PS4 Linux 2. Okay, so the command remains the same, that is sudo space star space hyphen xv capital JPF. And next I'm going to copy the link to this file, that is pop OS, and then we're gonna provide our destination preceding this hyphen C, and then I'm going to copy the path to our destination, that is PS4 Linux 2, and then I'm going to paste here and then press enter. So again, this is going to take some time, but the time taken in this process is comparatively lower than what it would take on the PS4. That is, if you were installing on the PS4, it would take much longer than this. But all of that depends on your system's power and at the same time, whether you're using an SSD or an HDD. Okay. So that completes the installation of the second distro, that is Pop OS. And as you can see, PS4 Linux 2 has been populated and all the files are here. Now it is time to install the third distro, that is WineSap OS, onto the PS4 Linux 3 partition. Now it is not completely necessary that you need to have all the three partitions, that is PS4 Linux 1, 2 and 3 on your USB drive. If you want a dual boot, for example, all you need for that are these two partitions, that is PS4 Linux 1 and 2. Just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm also going to install the third distro, that is WineSap OS, onto PS4 Linux 3. Again, I'm going to mount it by clicking on the partition, that is PS4 Linux 3, and then I'm going to go to the terminal and type the same command again. And this time I'll choose WineSap OS's file, and the destination will be PS4 Linux 3. That's it. Now we are gonna again wait for the installation to complete, and after that we are almost done to start multi-booting. Okay. Finally, WineSap OS has also been installed to PS4 Linux 3. Now all that is left is copying these two files, that is the initramfs, that is the custom multi-boot initramfs, and your kernel file. So for that, we'll have to find our FAT32 partition that we had created, which is 50 MB in size. On most Linux distros, it will show up as 52 MB. This is a partition right here. As you can see, in my case, I also have a 52 MB partition here, but do not mind that. In your case, you'll only have this particular partition. Okay. So find your 52 MB FAT32 partition and then copy these two files, that is the custom initramfs and the kernel right here. Okay. And yep, that's it. Now we are completely set to start multi-booting on our PS4. Now let me get on my PS4 and start the Linux payload. Okay, so now we are back on our PS4 and I've already inserted the USB drive. Now I'm gonna inject the Linux payload. So here it does not have to be the Linux 1 GB VRAM payload that you use. You could use any payload, any Linux payload for this purpose. I'm going to inject it right here, and let's see if it boots right into our multi-boot script. Okay, here we have the black screen. Let's see. And here you have it. Welcome to the multi-boot script by Noob404, that is me. And it will show you the kernel information, that is the current kernel, and some other important information. So the instruction has been given already here. Enter the distro's partition number, for example 1. In this case, we have on our PS4 Linux 1 partition, we have Nobara. On PS4 Linux 2, we have Pop OS, and on 3, we have WineSap OS. So depending on the partition number, you'll have to enter your input here. Okay. So in this case, let us try to boot the second partition, that is Pop OS, which is on PS4 Linux 2. In order to boot the second partition, all I have to do is press 2 and then press enter. Let us see, it is booting the distro on PS4 Linux 2, that is Pop OS. And another great thing about this multi-boot script is that it also fixes the resume boot issue on Pop OS. No more do you have to type in resume boot each time you have to boot Pop OS. So if you're facing that issue, you could use this script. And now we are into Pop OS, okay, which was on PS4 Linux 2. Now let us try booting into another distro. For that, I'll have to reboot to my Orbis OS, that is to the PS4's default OS. Unfortunately, that is a problem right now. I'm back on my PS4 now. I'm going to inject the Linux payload again. And here you have the multi-boot script. So now this time around, let us try to boot WineSap OS, which is on the partition PS4 Linux 3. To boot that, I'll have to type 3 and then press enter. If in case you want to boot Nobara, which we had installed on PS4 Linux 1, here you have to type 1 and press enter. In this case, I'm going to boot WineSap OS. So it is 3 and I'm going to press enter. And it is now going to boot the partition on PS4 Linux 3. Let's see. And here we have it. Yep, here we have WineSap OS. And that concludes the tutorial on multi-booting multiple distros on your PS4 Linux. Okay. Now, before we conclude this video, I'm going to show you one more thing. For example, let's say we install 3 distros. Now you want to replace a distro. For example, on PS4 Linux 3, we had WineSap OS. You don't need that anymore. Then what you have to do is open a terminal, type sudo gparted. This will open the partition manager application, which we had already seen earlier in the tutorial. Now I'm going to go to my drive, which is this 167.68 GB, which roughly translates to 180 GB. And I'm going to go to this PS4 Linux 3, right click on it. First, we'll have to unmount it. And then I'm going to right click on it again and go to format to and make sure that it is formatted to ext4, and then click on the green tick. This will format ext4, that is deleting the WineSap OS installation, which is on it right now. Okay. That's it. I'm going to close it, and then I'm going to right click here and then go to label the file system, and I will label it as PS4 Linux 3, then okay. So this creates a partition PS4 Linux 3 again, and I'm going to click on the green tick to make sure that all the changes are applied, and then I'm going to close gparted, and let us see if it has been properly placed. Yep, here we have PS4 Linux 3. I'm going to click on it to mount it. Now let us say a new OS has come out, or WineSap OS has a newer version that you would like to install. All you have to do is use the same installation command, that is this particular command, and the destination should be PS4 Linux 3, but change the file, this particular file. Okay, that's all you have to do to replace a distro in the multi-boot setup. Okay, and with that, we are concluding this video. I hope you liked this video. If you did like this video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and also hit on that like button. And if you need updates as soon as I post one, make sure that you have also clicked on that bell button. And if you have some spare money lying around, and if you would love to support my endeavor on PS4 Linux community, you can donate to the cause in the link in the description. Okay, and also make sure that you have joined the PS4 Linux forums. All kinds of questions will be answered there, and a lot of new stuff is happening, especially with the WineSap OS dev, Mr. Luke Short Cloud, having joined the PS4 Linux scene. Okay, till I see you in the next video. Bye guys, take care, see you.